You're listening to the New York Sports Show, the #1 all New York sports podcast. Hosted by Dominic Konareski.
Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show, your #1 all New York sports podcast covering the New York Knicks. I'm your host, Dominic Konareski. Now, folks, before we get into this video, I just want to say, if you end up liking the vibe, I highly suggest you to subscribe as we talk everything you could about the New York Knicks. I'm a diehard Knicks fan myself. So with that said, let's get into the video. The New York Knicks right now are in a great situation. They just got Kemba Walker for basically nothing, and they just signed Evan Fournier. This is going to be a great season. The Knicks coming off of a massive playoff one, made the playoffs, to not go that far, but you know what, for a team expected to only win 15 to 17 games, they won over 40 games. It was a truly great season and a season to remember. And now they're bringing back a lot of big players, and they're signing other players as well. So with that said, let's take a look at your New York Knicks projected starting five as the preseason activities come closer along with the regular season. So starting five, you got RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, who the New York Knicks has extended his contract for over $100 million. And then you have Mitchell Robinson, who missed most of last season due to just a lot of bad luck injury-wise, a lot of broken parts on him, so hopefully he's back to 100% or how he old was, because you know what, he was a great player. This guy did great in the paint when he was playing defense. He is a crucial part to the New York Knicks. So you got Barrett, Randle, Robinson, put Kemba Walker in, and Evan Fournier. Now, Kemba Walker, he's not going to stand out or anything, but he is a good, solid player. He's a player that you want in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Okay, he's a great player. And then you have Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier, he's not going to really impress anyone. I would say he's the same as Kemba Walker, but he is great in the paint. If you look at his numbers in the paint, he is exceptional. So, with that said, on the bench, you have Derrick Rose, which I think is a perfect opportunity. You have Derrick Rose. Now, before the signing of Kemba Walker, I did not say that the New York Knicks had a point guard, because Derrick Rose, he's a good point guard, but he just cannot do the minutes anymore due to injury. So now the New York Knicks actually have a point guard. So have Derrick Rose come off the bench. That's what he did all of last season on the New York Knicks, except when he had to fill in for Elfrid Payton, who was injured for a while. Rose did amazing off the bench, and just his presence in the New York Knicks, he's a huge reason why they even made the playoffs. So have Derrick Rose, Manuel quickly, Obi Toppin. I think Obi Toppin is going to have a poppin' season. He has really shown up at the end of the last season along with the playoffs. I think he's going to build off that and have, I wouldn't say an all-star season, but I would say he's going to have a great sophomore season and really show that he belongs in the NBA. I think the biggest thing is that Julius Randle, we all know, first of all, how Tom Thibodeau likes to really give the players a lot more minutes than any other coach. Overall, Julius Randle did the bulk of the minutes between him and Obi Toppin. I think it's going to be more split down the line, especially going further into the season. So you got Rose, quickly, Toppin, Alec Burks. The guy overall, when you look at his other yearly stat point per game, he had a somewhat down year last season, but near the end of the season, another guy, he was showing up. Now, towards the very end of the season, he was sidelined a lot with COVID and injuries, but besides that, though, he was a great player. He was a vital part. So I think that's great to have him come off the bench. Now you have Nerlens Noel, who's thrown a block party every single game. And then you have the veteran presence of Taj Gibson, who also was teammates with Derrick Rose when both of those players were under Tom Thibodeau as coach. This is just a great trio right here and a great duo for when they're on the court. And I'm going to love to see them on the court at the same time. And then you have Miles McBride and Quentin Grimes. Now, big note from this, Kevin Knox is not in both the starting five or the bench. Personally, I feel like he's going to be demoted to the G League, or if not, flat out traded or released. Kevin Knox and Timmy T, we all know that they do not get along that well. He did not really get any playing time last season. He had a very up and down, inconsistent minutes. Overall, though, when he was on the court, we all know he's a three-point specialist. He was hitting it down from three, but overall, he just did not have the best season, but having unstable minutes was a big part to that, but I do not think he's going to be on the New York Knicks roster coming up this season. He is going to be in the Summer League games, though, so who knows? He may impress. We also got to remember how young he was when the New York Knicks got him. He still has a lot of untapped talent, so I think if the Knicks have him in their G League, the Westchester Knicks, I think he's going to do an absolutely amazing job. Comment down below what you guys think about this. I'm Dominic Konowski, and I'm signing out. Peace.